Welcome to another episode of Gaming Frenzy by Captain Blockhead. Topic: War Thunder.
And
Oh,
his sidekick, Avi.
what is that
Yes.
beeping sound? Anyways,
I don't know, sorry about that.
what do you think of the game in general? The gameplay.
The gameplay in general, I mean, I have a pretty good PC, so it handles it pretty well.
I have a good laptop, so it handles it well too.
A laptop. Okay, that keyword, laptop. That word laptop should say it all. You should not be playing video games on a laptop. Like, what?
Anyways,
I remember I was coming home from Hawaii, and me and my dad are sitting next to this guy. Look, this is why you don't play on laptops. I was sitting next to this guy, and this guy's playing CSGO. He has earbuds in. And he takes earbuds out for one moment just to switch on headphones. And the moment he takes them off, the bomb has been planted. That is why you don't take laptops onto airports. I'm just saying.
Well, okay.
But back to the gameplay. So the gameplay,
my computer can handle the movie graphics playing a normal game. So, and it recommends not to do that. So thank you for insulting my computer.
Okay.
Yes, thank you, Shark. That is our guest. He will be unmuted later.
Okay. So, in general, the gameplay is like pretty cool. It's nothing like groundbreaking or revolutionary, but it's okay. It's not a game I play too much often. I play some other games, and generally World War II games are my favorite. Like I've tried Call of Duty World War II. I tried Battlefield 5, and I've tried this.
Okay.
I'm not I've tried a couple of World War II games, and I'm not saying they're not good. I like the history behind them, especially if they have a good campaign. But we're not a soldier in this, and that was kind of like a big deal for me. But the ships are still pretty cool.
You like, it's not only ships, it's tanks and planes too.
Yeah, I just said like vehicles.
I literally use it as my flight simulator since I don't have one.
You know, you can just buy a joystick and like.
I know, yeah. I can. Okay, what do you think about the graphics?
The graphics are pretty cool. I think I have a defective monitor, so whenever I play any like game above like 1080p or something, it starts shaking violently. So I have to see some. I know it is weird. I've tried everything about it.
Shark, save your comments for when you're unmuted.
Yes. Oh. I'm commenting to his comments. Okay.
I think the graphics are really good. Like movie graphics compared to the high graphics, there isn't much of a difference, but at least that I can see. But they're still really good graphics. What do you think of the players?
The players, I don't play. I've only played a handful of times. I didn't do any online matches. I only played against Fenway and another friend. He's just overpowered, to be honest.
Because he grinds. He grinds and grinds and grinds.
I haven't checked his Steam profile. I'm pretty sure he has like 10 billion hours on it or something. Because
that would be an understatement.
That's true. That is true.
That would be an understatement. Okay.
I'm not gonna name who or what game, but I know somebody that has 3,000 plus hours on a single game, and I'm like, that's not healthy.
I think I have 3,000 hours on Minecraft.
Is it bad that I got a game and in the first week I already put 50 hours on it? I feel like that's kind of bad.
Is that Battlefront?
No. Oh no. Battlefront. Actually, no. Battlefront. No. We're getting sidetracked. Okay.
I think the players are good. I like how they have different battle ratings, so you're not just going up against all of the tanks.
I feel like when you go into games such as like War Thunder, Battlefield, or COD, you play with a more mature crowd, which in some cases that's good. They're not like the kids on Xbox Live that just start screaming. But I don't use voice chat for the reason of profanity, especially if I'm recording something. But yeah, I feel like they're a lot easier to play with rather than the kids on Roblox, the toxic 5-year-olds. Yeah, I mean, any game that has a more mature crowd, I'm a lot cooler with it.
Yeah. All right. We are going to unmute
Sharky.
Welcome, Shark.
Well, howdy.
I thought he's
Well,
Shaq.
howdy.
He can be Shaq.
Shaq. No, we're not.
Shack attack.
I nurture my skin.
Anyways, Shark, what do you think about the gameplay?
Personally, War Thunder is one of my favorite games. I've been playing it for about 4 years now.
Wow.
Fenway actually is the one that got me addicted to it.
Yeah, he got me into it as well.
He is one of the best at the game that I know. Actually, probably the best at the game that I know. But he and I, we play we do a lot of like a big variety of the whole game, not just tanks. We do planes,
Yeah,
helicopters.
I prefer
sometimes.
planes, to be honest.
I prefer tanks.
Tanks are pretty cool. The thing is, the tanks they move really slow, but I think that's the point.
It depends on which category of tank you do. I do very heavy tankery. Like I go for like tank destroyers, while Fenway does like medium tanks with his leopards and stuff.
Like
Yeah,
less
that's-
armor but more firepower.
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's a better choice to get armor over mobility because Fenway is he will find a way to kill you no matter what. But,
Yeah, you can give the guy like a piece of like a stick and a paper clip, and he'll still kill you.
Yeah.
Eventually he'll find a way.
What do you think about the graphics?
Graphics on that game are some of the best I've ever seen. And I have a pretty bad computer. I have a 1050, which is pretty outdated now.
Wait, 1050 Ti or 1050?
1050. I have a 1050.
Oh, I have a
on my
1050.
computer.
Yeah, I have a 1050 Ti.
I have no
Yeah.
idea what I have. Let's see if I can find out.
Yeah, but like even on console, like the graphics are really good.
Yeah.
Like
I don't play a lot of games on console.
I've played a lot of games in my time, and it's comparable to that of which like Battlefield. Battlefield 1 has some of the most crisp graphics you'll ever see, and War Thunder can probably rival it.
Yeah. What do you think about the players?
It depends on the battle rating that you play in, like the tier brackets, all that. Let's say you go up against really high tier players, they're not going to be happy because they play that game seriously, and they will kill to win. But let's say you're going against low tiers, like maybe like 1.0 or even reserves. That's where you get the nicer guys, where they're more chill and stuff. But like even in the it's better off in the 1v1s because then you know the people and you know what up you're against.
Yeah. Now, if I were, how mad do you think someone would be in a high tier if I just went in there and killed them with my Panzer IV F2?
They'd be very mad. I have done something like that in a 9.7 battle with my SAU with a little French tank. Fenway calls it the Rock.
Wait, Dwayne Johnson's in the game?
Basically.
Oh man, that sounds mad.
Fenway calls it Dwayne the Rock Johnson because it's this stupid little tank. But yeah, it depends on how good you are at the game.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about the maps?
Maps are amazing. They're amazing. They're some of the biggest I've ever seen. If you're doing tank battles and you have a gigantic map, you're not going to do so well. If you're doing like ground realistic where you can bring in planes and stuff, then you'll do a little bit better.
Well, arcade tanks, you can bring in planes and stuff too.
Not the planes you want.
No, you can't bring them in the ones you want in, but you can earn them.
Arcade? I'm not too sure about arcade. I know you can take them in.
Arcade, you can't bring planes.
I've only played like a handful of times, but I only played with Fenway and somebody else. So
no, you should play with me.
You should play with me too, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
for some reason, the downloads it's kind of screwed and janky and dirt, whatever.
Yeah,
right.
Fenway does not give any mercy.
He doesn't. So I'm like, hey, I'm new. Go easy on me. He's like, oh, sure thing, man. And next thing I know, he was like 50 kills in one round. And I'm like, bro, and they're all me and one friend. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
Just
That's
be
fine right
glad. Yeah, were you battling him with little reserve tanks while he was in his leopard or something?
Yeah, he used the missile that he would control with his mouth.
I hate that
The bimp.
thing.
The bimp. Oh, that thing is terrifying.
But although if he's shooting the missile and he's controlling the missile and not the tank, then you have a chance to kill his tank.
You'd be surprised how many
I
times
only
he
killed him
just
like
that.
a handful of times,
Yeah.
but it was like we weren't even close to his kill count. It was really upsetting.
Yeah, he is a master at the game.
Now I've never actually ran into someone that I don't think were hacking, but have you guys ever
Wait,
ran into
everyone.
someone hacking?
Not many people in that game hack. I haven't seen that many.
Huh. I've never I've ran into a few hackers on other games like Fortnite, but
I've only
That's
the
one
most
game I don't
hackers
play.
for a good reason. It's
I ran
garbage.
Okay, Mister who traded in Fortnite to get Call of Duty.
For Call of
doesn't even
Duty,
like
it was
Call
a
of
good
Duty.
trade-in.
You said you didn't enjoy it that much.
It's not like no. That's a story for another day.
My sister
I'll be
traded
creating a
in
podcast soon.
Fortnite.
Story time with Abby.
Okay.
Okay, but I mean, I feel like online matches are kind of not. It feels like you truly need to be able to like get into the game and get skill. And that game wasn't something that I really wanted to dedicate time to. So that's
my brother
one of the
says, like Fortnite compared to Call of Duty Warzone. He says Fortnite compared to Call of Duty, Fortnite is butterflies.
yeah. And,
Okay, well, we're getting off topic.
yeah, that's what I said.
Shark, would you recommend this game? Wait,
100%.
wait. We skipped this.
What's up?
Shark, pros and cons for this game.
Pros. There's a lot, and I mean a lot of choices that you can use to destroy people with, and or support people on your team. Cons. There is not that much co-op features. Like me personally, I play Arma a lot, which is a Milsim game.
I've heard of it.
It's a very really fun game where you can have multiple people in one tank doing multiple things.
Arma
If
3.
War Thunder, Arma 3. If War Thunder were to do that, that would just be amazing because that would just increase.
You can have a driver, a shooter.
Yeah. And it would like take from aspects of Arma 3, Battlefield 1. It would just take things from a lot of things, which make that game more good. Now, another pro is like it's a free to play game. It's completely free.
That is
unless
true.
you want to buy stuff. If you want to like just grind the game out, you can have a lot of good stuff. If you want to pay for some stuff on the game, that's good too.
Any
You can
game
get some
that's
really good
free,
stuff.
I'm into it. Like I'm willing to try it out, unless it's Fortnite. I wanted to get that clear. I will try almost any free game out.
Yeah.
Anything that won't get me to spend money, because Warzone was free, which I was cool about. But
Another great pro is that it's cross-platform.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is a great
it is?
pro. Yeah, Fortnite is cross-platform.
you
War Thunder is-
don't bring that word into this podcast. This is a PG podcast.
Oh my word. Oh word. Okay. Avi, pros and cons for you.
I'm trying to think. So the thing about War Thunder is it's strictly like vehicles, ships, planes, tanks, which is it's fun for some.
Yeah,
It's fun for some people.
Better
If
like,
they
you were
had-
able to, like get out of the tank if it was about to explode or something like that. Right?
Yeah, if there were like modes, like have either of you heard of the game Battlefield 2 Bad Company?
I heard it.
I've heard of it. I've heard of Battlefield 2.
It's basically like War Thunder, just not that like heavily into like the vehicles and stuff, but the thing you can get out and you storm bases. It's pretty fun. That's a game I really, really want. The thing is, I want to be able to get out and like 1v1 on player. When it's just tanks, I feel like it's like something out of I feel like it's just something out of a mobile game.
All right.
Cool if you could get out of the tanks and go into another vehicle.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A
Yeah.
pro for me is the variety of like different pre-World War II, post-World War II.
They need to add more vehicles. They need to add more
They-
modern vehicles.
They do.
I prefer what's it called, Modern Warfare. Like not the game Modern Warfare. I just prefer Modern Warfare in general. Like World War II stuff is pretty cool. Like my dad is into that type of stuff, but
Cool. I should meet
Uh,
you.
no.
Okay.
Just you just stay there and you just know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna stay here and record this podcast when you keep interrupting me. It's kind of hard.
They added an AC-130 in there.
Oh my!
Okay, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted.
No, you.
That a pro for me is like the different tanks. I've already said that. However, a con for me is there's not enough modern vehicles, and not like basically the whole world was involved in World War II. They should add all the countries that were involved in World War II.
There's most of them. Let's see, there's the.
I don't care if it's a lot of tanks. I don't care.
Canada wasn't in it.
Actually, Canada was. Thank you very much. They were
Oh,
involved in the
okay.
invasion. Why do I hear a train?
I have no idea what that was.
Anyways, yeah, that's a con for me is that not all the things in World War II are involved in War Thunder. Would you recommend this game, Shark?
100%.
Avi, would you recommend this game?
Yeah, I probably would. I mean, if somebody's more into like first-person shooters and stuff, probably not. But if they're into like World War II stuff,
in planes, you can technically do a first-person shooter.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants over here. No, I'm talking. No, never mind. If somebody was into more like World War II stuff, I'd probably say yeah, go for it. But this just game is
Plus,
free.
it's free to play and it's cross-platform.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'd recommend this game to anyone who loves war games, World War II, all that stuff. If you guys did enjoy this podcast, feel free to share it with your friends. Copy the link from Spotify. If you want to, you can click the link in the description of this episode and the description of the podcast in general to go subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, and that will be this podcast will be on my channel as well. If you are watching on my YouTube channel, please don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and comment if you haven't watched the premiere.
You should still subscribe to me too.
You have a YouTube channel?
I do have a YouTube channel.
Oh, I didn't.
It's up to me, Captain Blockhead's sidekick.
You can sub to Ubby.
I get sidekicked a lot.
You can sub to Ubby. His channel is in my channels in my featuring channels area. Channel is the Obsidian Boat. And Shark, what is your channel?
General Shactagoose. But with an A. I'll send you a link.
Okay. Now, if you guys did enjoy, I've already said, but we will see you. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to record the next episode in time for next week. I have been really busy with stuff. But if you did enjoy, feel free to wait. And favorite the podcast on Anchor or whatever. Follow the podcast on Spotify. And yeah, I'm actually getting views. Hang on. This amazed me. I have to tell you guys this. Obviously, you guys who are listening there know. But, activity. No, not activity. There we go. I'm getting views. 6% of my views on the podcast from Ireland. And 2% from Germany. And
Ireland, that's cool.
Ireland, yeah. So, thank you guys. If you are sharing this podcast, thank you so much. If you are enjoying this podcast, still seems to be my Minecraft one that's the most popular. But if you are enjoying this podcast, I hope you stay enjoyed with it. I can't wait to bring out season 2. We still haven't figured it out, but I will give a hint. of what we're talking about in the last episode of this podcast, which is episode 10. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.